morning, beautiful people, and welcome to the 18th episode of Bizelevate. How many times have you found people saying, or your customers saying, you are expensive, or you're not worth how much you're asking for? Or maybe saying something like, somebody down the street is selling something just similar to your product or service, and it's much, much more cheaper. Or they just go into the negotiation and haggling on the price mode. Then that's what we are confused a lot when it comes to pricing, because we don't know how to respond to this objection. You've priced yourself right, because you when it comes to a product, basically you see that you've had a cost price, you have added a profit margin, and that's your sales price. Or if it's a service, it's a little bit difficult, but then you have a price point to it, because you know how much of time you're putting into it. Remember, when it's a service, you usually uh, cannot have a product as such which is tangible. It's a time that you are serving for your customer. So it's a little tricky situation with the services, but then still you know that this is what ours cost for your service is going to be, and accordingly you try to price it up. But at the end of the day, you know that there's some cost of goods sold, be it product or a service. You add a profit margin, and that's what you put in front of your clients. When we're talking about the marketing mix, the pricing becomes an impactful parameter, because you need to communicate that through your um, communication, through your messaging, through your advertising to your customers. Now, when we're talking about pricing, what do we consider? Yes, first, of course, is the cost price. Yeah, add profit to it. And there are many strategies that are related to pricing it, how you want to price it. But that's the basic one. But the most important thing, as I say, is keeping the client at the center of everything. So you talk about a target audience. Who are you serving? Small ticket size customers, big ticket size customers. Depending on that, you actually try to negotiate or tweak your pricing. Or another parameter is the positioning. What do you want your customers to perceive you as? As something that's economical, something that's niche, luxury? Because depending on this positioning, actually, your pricing also can differ. For example, you have a product, be it for the masses or be it for the niche target audience. The cost price always remains the same. That's a value addition that brings up the premium. So, what actually do you want the customer to feel about you, or perceive about you, or make an impression about you? Accordingly, you can tweak the pricing. And of course, the segmentation, as I spoke earlier, if it's kind of a mass, you can price it less. If it's luxury, you can price it a little high. But then, what is in the market is also just as important. Because if you are pricing at a particular level, for example, if I have something that's priced at 10 dirhams, and somebody in the market is selling at 5, 6, 8 dirhams, what is the differentiation that sets you apart, or what is the justified answer to that differentiation in cost that you can give to your customers? Because this has to be communicated with your client, that yes, I'm selling this is my cost, because it is with this value addition A, value addition B. Just the way you start adding values to the entire portfolio, people would understand that you stand apart from the competition. Pricing is a very, very tricky game. If you're starting up, it actually puts you in a kind of a state of confusion as to how do I price? How do I make people feel that I'm the best in the market, economical, and I'm priced well? I have competitive pricing. But at the end of the day, the four parameters that are really impact are, of course, what's your cost price, what is the processes, the delivery aspects that you get to the table to carry it through few levels of premium um, ask for pricing. Second thing is, of course, the positioning, the segmentation, and the competitive market that you are transacting in. Price in itself becomes a very important part of the marketing mix, because the moment you start having your pricing strategies, you need to look at each of these aspects, because that's what needs to be communicated in the next step of your marketing mix, and that's the promotion. That's all for today. Let's meet up next episode, same platform, same time tomorrow.